I'm turning 26 and I'm unemployed. Hi. Pardon me if I'm like very cringe. Ew! Gross! You see this? It's my eye shade.
Okay, let's move on.
Growing up, I've never really had to set goals for myself. So even throughout my academic life, I've never had to set goals. I mean, honestly, it's pretty easy, right? You just study, make sure you pass the exam, make sure you pass the exam with an A, and that's that. It's just what you're supposed to do as a student. Other than my co-curricular activities, like emceeing or acting on stage, I never really pursued anything beyond, school or like church. I've always wanted to do what's safe, treading within the confines of my comfort zone, following the secondary school to JC to university to land a 9-to-5 job, the path everybody else took. I believe that as long as I stuck to this path, my future was secure. I'd be swimming in cash. I could buy my way out of existential dread. But look at me. I'm turning 26 in literally a few days' time. And I'm unemployed. That doesn't seem very secure to me, but actually, is a low-risk traditional path really what I want? At this juncture, I guess not. At least not for now. After I graduated, I worked at a company for, let's say, maybe a year. And they actually promoted me, but very shortly after I quit my job because I couldn't stand feeling so unfulfilled every day. I felt so aimless. Quitting my job was the very first time I acted on my craving for change. And now, I'm literally craving for change because a girl needs cash. Everyone knows change is difficult. I quit my job so I could do what I've always loved. Performing. I thought that I'd go straight into creating content, but boy was I wrong.
Am I cordial?
Instead, I found myself completely directionless. I felt like I was flung into the deep end with no knowledge of how to swim, no lifeguards, no floats, no nothing. Even worse, unlike my life as a student or as an employee, I'm now my own boss. So I had nothing to shield me from my self-sabotaging ways. Case in point, I often found myself procrastinating just because I just wasn't sure if I could complete a task well. I would come up with ideas for a video and then suddenly think to myself, I don't think this idea is good enough. Or like, who would wanna watch it? Oh my god, you are so boring. Like, why? Ew, how? You know what I mean? Then there are other times where I actually got to filming, but after watching the video, I decided that it's not entertaining enough for me to even want to edit it. Let's not talk about those. The biggest joke is when I finally created something that was pretty successful on Instagram. The more popular it became, the more stressed out I became. Suddenly all these thoughts were coming in, like, how are you gonna make sure the next episode is better than the previous one? No, not even that. How are you gonna make sure the next episode is as good as the previous one, not even like better or whatever? What if people find out that
you're actually not that great an entertainer and like you're not actually that funny?
Like what? What then? What then? Wait. Is that imposter syndrome?
Oh yeah.
So you see, even when I overcame analysis paralysis, success became a source of anxiety for me. That was when I realized I can't just change my actions. I desperately needed to uninstall and reinstall a whole new operating system into my brain. While I may not have achieved outwardly success in 2021, I've definitely learned how to identify when I'm in that self-sabotage mode better. I've also learned helpful ways to cope with that. Recently, I watched a video of this girl who watched somebody else's video and they said, you know what? Let the failures of the past year be your goals for the new year. I may not be like all those other YouTubers who have already glowed up, but I do hope that my process of growing up will inspire you to grow with me. Remember, you're not alone. Let's walk together, okay?
No ma'am.
Shake my hand lah!
No ma'am.
Shake it now!
No ma'am.
Shake it!
No ma'am.
Sorry.